Yo, what's up aliens? AHEE here with another tutorial. So today we're going to be doing a breakdown of my track Killer Thriller that came out on Bassrush Records alongside Insomniac's Discovery Project. Bunch of sick tunes on that compilation. Definitely go recommend checking it out. Also, I'm going to be releasing my Discovery Project mix for Insomniac Radio this week as well. So tons of awesome IDs on there from my producer friends like DMVU, Stylist, Sam Lamar. We got Sully on there, Daffodil, Something, Bass Wizard. I think I got a collab on there with Schlump. Yeah, lots of new IDs on there. Super excited about that. I think I'll provide a link somewhere below in this video as well. But let's get into this. First thing I want to point out is that I use this track, Grizztronics, Grizz and Subtronics, as sort of like baseline fundamental to like start the inspiration of the track. I go over this technique in detail in my video called How to Make Any Beat Ever. But basically, I lay out a track and I just sort of use it as like a foundation. So here I like copied all the drum patterns and whatnot. You can see in the waveform there's build up and less stuff here. This is like that pre-drop vocal. And then here there's like a fake out drop. And you can tell because there's no transients in the waveform. So there's no drums. And then you can see the drums come in here. You can see those transients boost in right there. Over in my project, you can see this little red here for the kicks and these oranges here for the snares. Break that down there, you can see the actual samples. And so I just go through and just like line up every kick. You can see a kick there, there. You know, it's a typical dubstep pattern. And so once I've laid out all the drums, I'll do the kick, the snares, and then I'll do some of the hi-hats. Maybe I'll go back and change those later to like fit the groove of what my song is a little bit. But I'll have like this fundamental drum track to work around. I would play the Grizz song to show you how similar it is, but I don't want to get this video demonetized. And then over here in the bass, and then this is really where like the originality of the track that I'm working on really diverges from the track that I was like basing the drums around. The structure of the basses though is still very similar because I've got like this fake out drop bass here and I'm using a Vital as the synth. And then yeah, doing it over this. Here, let's give it a listen for those who have not heard this song.
All who wish to die, please raise their hands. Hands up. Here we go.
Some of the automation in there.
I didn't know I could feel like that.
Yeah, heavy, but very fun and explorative. Okay, so here you can see there's this one big opening right there. That's with my radio fades, and that's what's giving it that like fade in kind of sound. So without it, it's adding like that filter to it. And the radio fades and Fat Magic are available in my Magic Rack series. What's this one? Oh, the high-low splitters. Oh, I have a frequency shifter on the top end. Oh, interesting. So it's frequency shifting the top end while keeping the bass clean. That's interesting. I don't think I've done that before in a track. And then here you can see I'm also automating a lot of stuff. So here in Vital, you can see I've used, what am I doing here? So I've got like the sine wave, which is this basic shape, and I'm using it, I'm FMing it from this oscillator. So yeah, this levels all the way down. And then this is like some animal sample. I've probably typed in animal in my search bar up here and went to all results and probably found something in here. Yeah, look at that FTT, whatever that is. That's the wave table that I used for this. And then I found some other table here, and we've also got some white noise. And so the LFOs, what are all these being connected to? Yes, it's connecting to the volume of oscillator 1 and the volume of oscillator 3 and the white noise. And then what else is it doing? It's also controlling the FM amount. And anything over here? Okay, and then it's also changing the depth of the flanger. I think let's try it without. I'm going to turn off this radio thing. And I'm going to turn off all these effects and see what that sounds like. So it's still a pretty cool sound, but you can tell that it's just not as wide and big. that was it. So this flanger. Oh, it's the mix there. You can tell by automating that mix, it just like really gives it this stereo spread. I think it's this offset here. And yeah, upping the feedback a little bit there gives a lot of character. But let's turn these off and really dissect this sound some more. So if we were to turn off some of these. All right, so here we've got it down just to the sine wave. And we can see it's got some distortion on it going through that frequency shifter and the fat Magic Rack. So if I'll turn those off. Yep. Okay. So it's just those. So here you can see it's going da 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 da, and we're automating this frequency position here to really get those things. And so by adding in just like these upper textures, so if I was to remove, yeah, it gets most of its texture from that wavetable right there. But then the sine wave really adds in a lot of sub. And then that adds in that top end grit. And so it's like about filling up different parts of the spectrum. So if we were to look here in span, we would see it really takes up like a good portion where it's got the low end, it's got this midness, and then it's got the high end. So if we were to look over here and really only play one at a time, we were to see. So it's got a little bit of details in the high end so you can hear it, but it's mostly that sub right there. Now, if we were to go and play this sound and play that in here. See, that takes up this nice middle section right here. And then now with this high end, let's play that. See, that takes up even more of this, like this mids right here. So combining them all together really fills up the spectrum, and then a little bit of white noise to fill up that top end. And we get this like nice slope right here. I don't think I didn't even have to EQ it that much. I just had to boost the low end and the high end a little bit. Yeah, did some OTTing, but it's super cool sound. And then basically all the other basses are variations of that sound. And messing around with the automation, so we can see here, this one's automated up. And this one's these are doing like the eighth notes. All right, so here we've got Vital open, and we can see basically the main difference is I've used a different wavetable here. This like organ drawboard. Yeah. Just adds like so much tonality to this already like crazy aggressive sound. And I think, yeah, all the effects are pretty much the same here. It's just having that different oscillator in there really did it. And then, yeah, it's slowly opening up. It's got that pitch bend there at the beginning. That's cool. And then just these slides there, just like these tiny little textures. Like I would put in a texture as it comes in and then as it leaves, so that way it doesn't feel like it's a static synth. It feels like it's coming and then going. I really like being able to edit that way. And then, yeah, these are all just more variations, and you can see I tried out a lot of different variations. And then that's the thing, you just got to experiment there. That one's being really quickly, so we could slow that down, you know, or really speed it up. Super cool. Oh yeah, I'm holding down shift and highlighting a certain area to be able to move it up and down like that. Super useful if you only want to be able to automate like a certain section. All right, cool. Well, those are the basses. What am I doing on the group? Oh, I'm soothing it. I've just been so into soothe lately. Yeah, the mix is all the way up. It just makes it a little bit less, it can barely tell, but it's like on loudspeakers, it just sort of takes away some of those painful frequencies. And then here I've also got the Pressworks, which is just like a really good compressor. I like turning it on to high quality mode right there. And I just love this preset, the VCA mix bus. And it just sounds very analog to me. it just gives it a little bit more in your face character. And it's about adding all these like tiny characteristics together to result in that final sound. And then my basses are then being sent to a pre-master, which, oh, what's going on here? Got all sorts of, okay, so, oh, it's doing the thing again. So on here, I'm like really boosting the high end and then ducking, you know, somewhere in those mid highs right there. Interesting. All right, so what's going on here on the verses? Okay, so yeah, I got a little arpeggio going on there in ostinato, which ostinato is basically like a repetition all around a specific key. So we're just like really honing in the tonality of this song at this key, which I don't know what key it is, but the bass will tell us what key is this song in. It's in G sharp or A flat. And yeah, it's just really honing in on that thing. I'm adding in different layers again to take up different parts of the spectrum. Oh, this one. I just love that sound right there. Not really doing too much to affect it. That one's made Inspire, that one's in Contact. And just like slowly opening them up with the radio fades. Yeah, and there's this sort of background arpeggiation sense to what's going on in the bass, which is... So I've taken like a re-space sample and then just cut it up to the notes that I wanted. So if we double click on this, you can see those are the, I guess I've just taken different sections that were different notes. Oh no, you can see there I've pitched them around a little bit there as well. Yeah, and then here we've got those big sub bass drops. And those can really be felt on big speakers. And that's what I really try to think about is like, what is this song going to sound like on big speakers? Because it could sound like one thing on like laptop speakers, but in a live setting, that's where like the prime example of this is where it's going to be. So I've got some. Yeah, so that sample right there. I think it's originally like this speed. But I've put it in texture mode and then just stretched it out as far as it could go. And you can change the grain size. I just love doing that. You know, I went over this in my granular synthesis tutorial, but this one I just love being able to do that effect. And then here it looks like, yeah, I originally had this sample, but that ended up being a copyright thing, and so I re-recorded it and just sort of changed the words. Put the needle on the record, on the record, on the record, on the record, on the record. Put the needle on the rec. Put the needle on the record, 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 on the. And that's my voice actually. Put the needle on the record, 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 on the record. And then what am I doing to process it? Let's see here. If we were to get rid of all this processing, what would it sound like? Put the needle on the record, on the record, on the record, on the record, on the record. And then once again, oh, it's pitched up. So here, let's pitch it down. Put the needle on the record, on the record, on the record, there, you can tell it's me now. On the record, on the record. Put the needle on the record, on the record, on the record. And then yeah, I think I actually sang it. What did I do to do this? I pitched the song down 4, sang it at that key, and then pitched the song back up, and then pitched the vocals back up to 4. So that way I could get that pitched up effect, but I knew it would be in key. I learned that from Buku. He does that in almost all of his songs. And then, yeah, from there, OTT'd it a bit, added in my rap vocalizer. What is this? That's not even doing anything. And I think I was messing around with Nectar Theory, got rid of it. The vocalizer, oh yeah, this is doing like this pitch bend. I learned that from, who did I learn that from? I've seen a number of people do that, especially in dubstep as like a easy like alternative to a pitch shifter. And then yeah, just boosted it in the area that felt right, cut out the lows. Oh, also on here, what's this? Yeah, I just felt like it needed more of a transient at the beginning of each sample. Yeah. Put the needle on the record, 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 on the record. Like on. Put the needle on the record, on the record, on the record, on the record, on the. Put the needle on the record, 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 on the record. Put the needle on the record, 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 on the record. Yeah, it just gave it a little bit more of a transient there on the ons, and it helped emphasize that rhythm. But then you go on the rec, 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 on the rec. Yeah, I'm always trying to like go for those like subtle things that like make the record feel so that way everything is like everything's adding to the rhythm as well. Cause like it's dance music, it's all about rhythm. Everything that you add in there, you want to have it contribute to the rhythm. What's this? Got this Arabic vocal and then yeah, just auto chopping it. A lot of radio fades on it. Just I think it was originally like this. Just trying to get it to sonically, texturally fit within the context of the track. You know, because I'm like trying to like create this like old school rave, like worldly sound, but then like also super heavy. I just love that feeling where it feels similar, familiar, but like new and exciting. I'm just really about that. And then for the other drops, you know, oh, I forgot to turn this radio fades back on. There we go. Oh yeah, there's that woo. There we go. Those little things and this little like woo. Just love adding those little human things in there. What do we got? Some more shouts and get it, get it, get it. Yeah, a lot of auto panning on this one. Yeah, so it's like the bass here is in your face, and then like these other vocals are sort of making this psychedelic, trippy, flying around your head kind of feel. And then this is just like a lot of experimentation with how it plays off the drums. And then here, I don't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. I was like, we're doing a breakdown, and then we're getting super choppy with it. Oh, we're doing this pitch bend up here. And then I was like, how am I going to differentiate this third drop? And this is when I decide to like throw things into audio, because yeah, this is just like this sound. Is it anything else? Yeah, for whatever reason, I was just in that kind of mood. We're doing call and response between that and that one. Any post-processing, there's no post-processing on those at all. I just like render them down. Sometimes though, what I love doing is like doing that granular stretching on these. I ended up not doing that with this song though. But yeah, that's the breakdown. And then yeah, adding a mix out part. That way we can go into the next part of the song, next track live. What's this other section, Greg? Oh, I think I had like an extended outro. Yeah, that's what it was. I had this whole extended outro planned, but I ended up getting rid of that to try to shorten the track down. Oh, also here, I didn't go over any of the effects. Yep, like I said, I always like that exotic, otherworldly feel. I've added in the light vinyl texture and this weird spirit invocation. Like this like shaman jungle scene. And then yeah, just another riser there, rising effects going up and down. Big impacts. What's this? Lazy. Yeah, it's so my theme is always like jungle and space, you know, and merging those two worlds, a rave scenario. Hi aliens, I hope y'all dug this. If you did, please be sure to give a like and subscribe for more videos in the future. And then also I wanted to let y'all know that I have my Magic Racks Volume 3 that is out right now, and oh my goodness, that is crazy. I'm so excited about these. You could literally, let's throw this one, Magic Bass Monsters, on here, and I'm just gonna play a Saw from Serum straight into this. Okay, so I'm just going to play the saw straight into here and then go through some of these presets. So gnarly. I love this stuff. This one's gnarly. Oh. Like literally, okay, so you need an Ableton 11 in order to use these, but I've gotten so much positive response from them so far. Even Ellis Dream, super into this, and Sully, super appreciate those guys. So yeah, I'll provide a link below of where y'all can find the Magic Bass Monsters. All right, till next time, peace aliens.